2013 Mercedes B-Class, the B250. Slightly bigger and apparently a much better engine. Let's go see what it's like. You know, it's kind of ironic that we're down here at Miami Beach to drive this car, because you can't get the new Mercedes B-Class in America. They don't want it. I guess it's because it's too small, and they think of it as a hatchback. It is a 5-door hatch, I guess. But they have it in most of the rest of the world, and they have it in Canada, which is all that really matters to me. Mercedes hasn't sold the B-Class for more than a year now in Canada. They say that they've been waiting for the good engine to come in, and so now we have the Mercedes B250. In fact, this is a 2-liter engine. There are other ones available in Europe, but not in Canada. They're just bringing in the largest one they can find, and of course they're not bringing in a diesel either, just a gas-powered engine. This car keeps getting compared to the old B-Class, but you know, it's a very different vehicle. That car, the original, had what they call a sandwich floor. The battery, part of the engine, all that stuff was actually underneath the feet of the driver. They stuck all kinds of stuff there in order to be able to bring down the center of gravity. But you know what? Drivers didn't like it. I didn't like it either. It kept your feet too high up on the floor. It wasn't comfortable. You can switch the ratios of the gears and the shift patterns by just pressing this little button down here. You can go between Eco, which saves you gas and it just shifts more slowly, it's more leisurely. Manual, so that you just use these paddle shifters. And then just Sport mode, which tightens everything up a little more quickly. Makes you pretend that you're a Formula 1 driver in your Mercedes. Mercedes is very pleased that this car saves you gas compared to the old B200. The B250 engine uses at least a couple of liters less per 100 kilometers than the old one, which adds up. It comes in at 6.8 liters per 100 kilometers combined, city and highway. Mind you, don't forget, that's premium gas. It means that you're going to be paying a lot more for what you're using. There are other cars out there that don't need to have premium gas. Do you want to spend that extra 10 cents a liter or more? Mercedes is also very pleased that this is a more powerful engine, 208 horsepower, 0 to 60 or 0 to 100 kilometers an hour. Time is somewhat less than 7 seconds. However, the transmission, the 7-speed thing, does let it down. You got to pull out into traffic in a hurry and you stomp on the gas. Let's see what happens. Pushing, pushing, and finally it goes. You got a half-second difference at least there, and sometimes that's a bit too long. So is it a worthwhile venture for Mercedes to be bringing the new B-Class to Canada? Well, probably. If you want a Mercedes and you want to pay $30,000, although frankly, once you've gone up a few packages and you've paid your destination and your taxes, you're going to be closer to $40,000. But if you want a hatchback, you want a comfortable premium car, and you want a Mercedes nameplate, maybe you should go have a look at it. In Miami, about to crank up the air a little bit more, I'm Richardson for Wheels.ca. I'll see you next time.